Good evening and welcome to today's episode of NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold for this, the third day of October in the year of our Lord 2024. The latest polls seem to say nationally that Trump is behind by 2.5 percentage points behind Harris. I can't believe Americans are that dumb. We are going from a failed presidency with Harris as the VP, and she is ahead by saying she wants to make the change possible? Folks, she was part and parcel of this failed administration, and her administration will be more of the same. You really want this? Here is what you will get with a Harris-Walz administration. From Newsmax comes this one. Representative Alford to Newsmax, DHS IG findings, typical of Biden administration. And in these findings, Kamala Harris was and is part and parcel of it all. The mess we find ourselves in is all theirs. And if we are to believe the polls, Harris-Walz is going to continue this mess, because it will get worse. A Department of Homeland Security report found multiple agencies didn't properly vet illegal immigrants is, quote, so typical of the Biden administration, unquote, and, quote, failed policies of DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, unquote. And that was said by Mark Alford, Republican of Missouri. Findings by the department's inspector general said that several federal agencies did not fully assess risks associated with releasing immigrants without ID into the U.S. and allowed them to travel on domestic flights. Quote, Mayorkas, for years, contended that there was no crisis at the border with subterfuge and obfuscation and gaslighting of the American people, unquote. Alfred said on Thursday during an appearance on Newsline, quote, this administration has pulled the wool over many Americans' eyes. We have been aware and attentive of what's going on in the secret still of the night, flying illegal aliens into the interior of the country, including right here in Kansas City area. It is not appropriate what this administration has done to rip apart the fabric of America by allowing some 11 million illegal aliens and unknown number of terrorists into the country. And now it's come out that we don't have money to pay for the rescue and the recovery effort and the support for those in the hurricane-affected states by FEMA because they have been depleted of funds because they spent $640 million on these illegal aliens. It is ridiculous, unquote. The IG in its report found that, quote, CBP, ICE, and TSA did not fully assess risks associated with releasing non-citizens without ID into the U.S. and allowing them to travel on domestic flights. Under current processes, CBP and ICE cannot ensure they are keeping high-risk non-citizens without identification from entering the country. Additionally, TSA cannot ensure its vetting and screening procedures prevent high-risk non-citizens who may pose a threat to the flying public from boarding domestic flights, unquote. And now we'll remove the liberal blindfold. We must not believe the polls, folks. They are doing the same thing they always do when the Democrats are in the process of losing an election. They push forth the idea that their candidate is going to win, and because of that, the people who won't vote for them should just stay home and not vote. And it works most of the time, more than any of us realize. Don't let that happen. Get out and vote, folks. America's future depends on it. From the Bible, it says from 1 John 4, verse 6, we are from God, and whoever knows God listens to us, but whoever is not from God does not listen to us. This is how we recognize the spirit of truth and the spirit of falsehood. Right now, the Democrats are only listening to themselves. They think they are the rulers of the country and that no one can tell them what to do. But that is, in fact, not true. I spoke of this yesterday. Willie Nelson once said, America to me is freedom. Freedom, my friends, is what America was founded on, freedom and liberty. But over the years, the politicians, mostly from the left, but from the right too, have also done everything they can to take our freedoms and our liberties away while giving the government far more power. That is not how the Constitution was framed. It was framed for the government to have little power while the people held most of it. Politicians are greedy. They like power and have been doing everything they can to get it for years now and take it from the people. This election is a way to take some of that power back and take it away from the government, but only if you vote Republican or Libertarian. Vote Democrat and things will get worse. I guarantee you this. Thank you for watching, and as I will always say, we will not be ruled. NWCR is heard through Conservative Nation Media, or CNM, from behind the silver microphone of freedom, with the voice of reason in this increasingly unreasonable world, where America always wins. Please subscribe to my video accounts on Rumble and BitChute if you want to know what is really going on here in America. ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, MSNBC, and others will not tell you. We must start using common sense again and following the truth, because without those, America's demise is assured. Now is the time to research and see just who caused this and who could stop this deterioration of America. The Democrats have had 3.5 years to fix it, and they only made it worse. Stop voting Democrat until they figure out that it is America that is the last best hope of mankind, and they stop trying to destroy her. Tomorrow is my show, NWCR Radio, if Blog Talk Radio works. The last 2 weeks didn't. On Saturday is Vincent Brown with his Black by Color Only show. On Saturday night is Beyond the Mainstream with Donnie C. And on Sunday is Lucid Libertarian with Lori Ann. On Monday is Sally with American Statesman, and on Tuesday is Crazy Nation Radio with Ron Reck. Have a good weekend, and we will be back maybe Tuesday with the next update. Have a good day, and God bless you all.